Welcome to the program that brings you the latest updates on the activities of the Galatian and Christian Church of Christ that have been held around the world. I'm Brother Sean Campbell, and this is the good news. In our headlines, Evangelical missions in the Ecclesiastical District of Taiwan further the church's work of propagating the pristine gospel. Special worship gatherings bring added inspiration to doctrinal instructees and prospective members in the Ecclesiastical District of British Columbia. INC members in the Ecclesiastical District of Italy North spread the pure gospel through Pasugo, God's Message magazine. Welcome My Brethren programs in the Ecclesiastical District of Macao bring joy to new and would-be church members and invited guests. And Kadiwa organization members in the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland, Australia take part in meet and greet. The details of your good news follow shortly.
So do not throw away this confident trust in the Lord. Remember the great reward it brings you. Patient endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised.
Our first story takes us to the Ecclesiastical District of Taiwan, where guests receive pure Christian teachings during an evangelical mission. Sister Edlise Garcia gives us the details.
The Ecclesiastical District of Taiwan recently conducted an evangelical mission across all of its local congregations, providing many with the opportunity to hear the teachings of the Bible. The lesson focused on the importance of entering the true church for salvation, emphasizing the biblical truth that only the Church of Christ will be saved. Brethren from all over Taiwan actively participated, working in unity to invite guests and share the message of the truth. Their collective efforts play a key role in the mission's success, as attendees were introduced to the vital importance of becoming members of the Church of Christ. The guests also showed interest on learning more about the doctrines being upheld by the Church. This evangelical mission allowed many to gain a deeper understanding of the essential role the Church plays in salvation. The unity and dedication of the brethren reflected their strong commitment to fulfilling their divine duty to spread God's words and bring others to the truth. From Hsinchu County, Taiwan, I'm Sister Edlise Garcia for Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
Meanwhile, a special gathering brought added inspiration to prospective Church of Christ members in the Ecclesiastical District of British Columbia. Sister Mia Mendoza tells us more.
Doctrinal instructees and prospective members of the Church of Christ from the District of British Columbia have gathered to attend the special gathering and appreciation day activity. Doctrinal instructees and prospective members from district local congregations and group worship services, together with the brethren who assisted them in joining the church, have gathered at the Scottish Cultural Centre Hall, a place of worship of the local congregation of Vancouver West, for the special gathering and appreciation day intended for those who are undergoing Bible studies and those who are in the process of joining the Church of Christ.
Just keep attending the worship services, learn more about the words of God, and eventually you will be there.
Showcases the church members' unity with the church administration. It also gives them an opportunity to see more brethren be welcomed and feel welcomed. And that's really, plus with the lesson that's taught, it also shows, strengthens our faith.
During the special gathering, spiritual message of the Lord God was received by all attendees through the preaching of God's words written in the Bible, led by Brother Romeo Maglaya, Assistant District Minister. In the sermon, attendees understood the reason why it is important for people to become members of the Church of Christ, and as to why they should not allow themselves to be separated. All attendees were inspired and strengthened in their faith.
I feel really happy towards it. I'm very excited to get baptized. It's been a long journey, and I think everything I've learned, it's really nice to hear the words of God and to be able to be in a community, love each other as brothers and sisters. I feel like that's very important because I do know other religions out there that don't implement that as well as Iglesia do. So I think it's really nice to have that in the church, and I love hearing the hymns as well. I feel like I get into the songs every time they sing it, so it's really nice.
After receiving spiritual blessings through the special gathering, all attendees enjoyed the performances prepared by the brethren, as well as tokens to appreciate the effort and sacrifices of the doctrinal instructees and prospective members in their spiritual journey towards receiving the holy baptism inside the Church of Christ.
It does feel really welcoming. I feel like you guys take in consideration with all your members, and it's nice to see that. You don't really see that in a lot of religions, so it's nice to see that a community like this could take part to it. I would highly suggest them to come to this church. Maybe come to a Bible study event to hear the words of God, see the truth, and seek salvation.
These activities are the manifestation of the Church of Christ's continuous campaign to promote the holy endeavor of continuously pleasing our Lord God.
The significance of conducting a special gathering and appreciation day to doctrinal instructees and prospective members is to warmly welcome them to the church and to show them that we recognize and appreciate them, that they are taking their time to learn more about the teachings and beliefs inside the Church of Christ. And this will also help to edify their faith and encourage them to continue joining the Church of Christ, and above all else, to be saved on Judgment Day.
From the District of British Columbia, I am Sister Mia Mendoza for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
Upholding their fervor in missionary works, INC members in the District of Italy North shared pure Christian teachings by handing out copies of Pasugo, God's Message, the church's monthly publication. Sister Mayeli Lirio with the report.
The Brethren of the District of Italy North took part in a district-wide Pasugo Drive, an activity that consists of distributing Pasugo, God's Message magazines, to non-members of the Church of Christ. The Pasugo Drive was successfully held in the different cities of northern Italy, as participants took this opportunity to share their faith and to invite their relatives, friends, and acquaintances to learn more about the Church of Christ. Pasugo magazines are great faith conversation starters, and participants are grateful for the opportunity to represent the Church of Christ and for being able to help in the spread of God's teachings found in the Bible. The brethren are looking forward to attend the future activities that will be launched, as they vow to always be one with the church administration. From Modena, Italy, I'm Sister Mia Lirio for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
When the good news returns, the Welcome My Brethren in Macao and get-togethers in various districts. More stories coming your way. Please stay tuned.
Pag-ayon sa student niya, CBI ka.
Thank you for staying with us here on The Good News. For our next story, guests felt genuine Christian brotherhood during a Welcome My Brethren program in Macao.
Various local congregations in the District of Macao organized a Welcome My Brethren program for the newly baptized brethren to show their love and warmest welcome to the newly baptized brethren, as they are now part of the Church of Christ. They also invited those in the process of joining the church and guests for them to witness how happy the brethren are that they have been added into the flock. The activity was filled with fun interactive games and entertainment, filling the whole place with joy and laughter. There were also simple tokens of appreciation given to those who joined the activity. Everyone joined the program. The newly baptized brethren, guests, and those in the process of joining the church professed that they have a lot of fun as they observe the love of brotherhood, hospitality, and unity of the brethren. The brethren are very grateful to Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, the CFO coordinator, for launching such activity that really inspires and motivates them to be more active in their holy endeavors. The brethren also expressed their gratitude to the executive minister of the church, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for his constant love and guidance. From Macau, I'm Sister Karen Simpleo for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
We go to Singapore. Youth brethren learned another form of art making as they held an egg mosaic making activity. Sister Honey Ching tells us more.
In a burst of color, creativity, and enthusiasm, the members of the Children's Worship Service in the District of Singapore gathered at the Midland Function Hall for an exciting egg mosaic activity. The activity, organized by the district and local officers of the Children's Worship Service, was designed to teach children the value of patience, craftsmanship, and sustainable practices through art. With eggshells as the primary material, the young participants were encouraged to create their own unique mosaic artworks. Children were first taught how to carefully clean and paint the eggshells in vibrant shades of their choice. Afterward, they used the broken pieces to arrange intricate designs on canvas. Parents and CWS officers helped guide the children, offering tips and tricks on how to piece together their works of art. The kids showed off their creativity by crafting everything from animals and landscapes to abstract designs, following the examples shown to them. The egg mosaic activity also promoted recycling, as all the eggshells used were donated by the officers and households. At the end of the day, each child proudly carried home their colorful mosaic, a keepsake from the day filled with artistic exploration. This activity marked yet another successful initiative to foster creativity, teamwork, and sustainable living among the younger generation. The brethren and officers of the Children's Worship Service expressed their gratitude to the church administration for approving such activities. From Singapore, I am Sister Honey Ching for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
In the Ecclesiastical District of Tokyo, Japan, INC children express their creativity and their love for the church administration by making birthday greeting cards. Sister Ronessa DePeño with the story.
It is said that every child is an artist, and imagination is the highest kite one can fly. The Children Worship Service, or CWS members, along with their supportive parents in the Ecclesiastical District of Tokyo, Japan, enthusiastically participated in an exciting and fun-filled art activity of birthday card making solely dedicated to the Executive Minister of the Church of Christ, as Brother Eduardo V. Manalo will be celebrating his birthday this month. The said activity was led by the CWS officers who lovingly and patiently guided the young brethren to freely express their ideas and showcase their creativity in making those adorable and endearing birthday cards.
Para po mapaghandaan ang card making na activity na yun, nakiusap po kami sa mga magulang ng mga kabataan na tulungan po sila para po ma-prepare yung mga art materials. Pinaliwanag rin po namin sa mga bata kung para kanino po at bakit sila gagawa ng card na ito. Natutunan po nila yung kahalagahan ng pamamahala sa paggabay po at sa pangunguna po sa iglesia.
このために私たちが準備したことは、まず子どもたちに教会管理者が感謝と敬いを持って誕生日カードを作れるように、教会管理者のその役割と立場の重要性について子どもたちに教えました。またアクティビティ自体が楽しいものとなれるように、教会オリジナルソングを流したりして子どもたちと楽しく活動をしました。
The CWS officer said that activity like this enhanced the children's fine motor skills and encouraged them to think about the feelings of others, thus promoting empathy. Also, it further strengthened the family bonds as children learned the importance of thoughtfulness and appreciation in relationships. Sister Mayumi Moto, together with her daughter Mika Moto, shares her thoughts.
Bilang isang magulang, nakakalugod po na nakikita po natin yung anak natin na masiglang nakikipagkaisa sa ganitong aktibidad. Lalo na't musmus pa lamang po sila, kailangan na po nila malaman ang kahalagahan bilang Iglesia ni Cristo na may tagapamahalang pangkalahatan na nangunguna upang lalo po tayo maging masigla, matibay sa ating pananampalataya.
Additionally, this birthday card making art activity boosts the children's confidence as they create something meaningful to share. The parents of the CWS members who participated We're once again grateful to the church administration for approving this kind of activity, for it is another fantastic way of spending their weekend together. At the same time, remembering the special day of the executive minister of the Church of Christ.
Today, the children did an activity after the children's worship service where they made birthday cards for Brother Eduardo Vimanalo. It's really important for the children to be able to do activities such as this, as it reminds them and lets them know about the love of the church administration, and it also helps them to be able to show their love back for the church administration. So they were able to do this fun activity, and they were really excited, and one of them even drew like a portrait, so it was really nice, and I'm so glad that they were able to participate in this activity. So they had many birthday greetings for our beloved executive ministers. So we all wanted to say on behalf of Ikuska, happy birthday, Brother Eduardo Vimanalo. We love you all.
Happy birthday po, kapatid na Eduardo P. Manalo. We love you po. We love you po.
From Tokyo, Japan, I am Cesar Nasa de Peña for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
Meanwhile, we head over to the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland, Australia, where a meet and greet was attended by members of the Kadiwa, the organization of unmarried members ages 18 and above. Sister Liberty Taruk has this story.
The Kadiwa meet and greet in the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland brought together youth members from various local congregations, including those from far northern regions, for a day of bonding and unity. Held at the William Duncan State School Hall, the event was filled with laughter, energy, and opportunities for teamwork. Through interactive games and team-building activities, participants strengthened their connections with one another while embracing the church's values of unity and collaboration.
The most memorable part of the event is when we come together and play together. It breaks the barrier within the different locals, and it reminds me of the unity of the church.
I feel happy, and I felt a lot closer with other Kadiwa in other locales.
The meet and greet allowed the youth to foster leadership skills, develop stronger bonds, and reflect on the importance of working together as one in faith. Beyond socializing, the event emphasized that, despite the distance between them, all Kadiwa members share a common goal of serving God and the church.
It was important for us to make sure that the brethren, the Kadiwa members specifically, would be engaged in this activity. And what we thought was, how can we make this activity fun for them so that they're able to participate in this activity? So it was important, first of all, that we campaign this very hard within each local congregation, and that we make sure that the activities we're planning would be engaging, not just between each congregation, but to make sure that they socialize amongst other brethren who they have not met before. So it's important that it would be fun, engaging, and that we would be able to encourage the love of brotherhood.
Like what we have observed in our activity for today, for the Kadiwa members here in Queensland, Australia, we believe that this activity has contributed greatly to the spiritual growth of the youth inside of the Church of Christ, because like what we have witnessed, the Kadiwa members were very happy, and they demonstrated unity and the strong bond of brotherhood inside of the Church of Christ. And we were inspired by our beloved executive minister to always look after the spiritual well-being of our brothers and sisters, especially the youth members of the Church of Christ.
From Brisbane, Australia, I am Sister Liberty Taruk for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
In other news, church officers and members of the local congregation of Battersea, Ecclesiastical District of Britain South, conducted a get-together at Battersea Park. They shared food and spent some quality time together as a congregation, which included a series of games, sports such as volleyball and fitness walking activity. You just saw some of the activities of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ around the world. This day updated, you can watch Ibalita ang Paglilitas at 12 noon and Iglesia ni Cristo News Live at 6 p.m. on weekdays. Be sure to catch the next edition of this program where there's always more of the good news. I'm Brother Sean Campbell. Stay safe and thank you for watching.